Hello everyone. So today we will discuss the CDC 8 in detail, and we will also see what were the main points to be kept in mind while attempting the CDC 8 mock. Pretty good mock. No complaint from any of the section. But we will still see some things which was problematic and which can be improved. So our main focus again would be on the strategy part, like how to attempt the mock these days. So first we will start for the VARC, right? Just wait a minute. Yeah. So VRC, there were four passages and a difficult VA, to be honest. So VARC, four passages. Let's name all the four passages which we had. The one passage was on the monsters, another was on the mimics. No, not on the mimics. One was on the monster. Just wait a second. Let me check out. Okay, so the first passage was on the negative freedom. Negative freedom. The second passage was on the monsters. The third passage was on the scientific comics, and the fourth passage was something related to the Monster Q view. So the fourth passage was Monster Q view, and this passage was related to the scientific comics. Para summaries, PJs, odd one out. Let's see. So when it comes to the passages, negative freedom, new passage, hard to read, even hard to comprehend, obviously a difficult one. Monster passage, the idea was not very clear, hard to read, hard to comprehend, new topic. Science comic was something which was easy to read, easy to comprehend, and could be relatable. Monster view, hard to read but moderate to comprehend, and because there was only one idea, that is the about the views of the Monster Q only, है ना? So there is nothing else. So when it comes to the para summaries, three para summaries, easy to understand, but the options were confusing. Options were confusing in all three para summaries. In all three para summaries. Okay, and when it comes to the PJ, parajumble, only one parajumble was moderate, the rest two were confusing, so it becomes difficult. Odd one out, lengthy sentence, and obviously no clear cut choice in the exam scenario. So I am talking about the exam scenario, not the post exam scenario. So in the exam scenario, this VA section is something on the difficulty side. This in this mock, though the monster passage was hard to read, 3 out of 4 questions were of the moderate type, and negative freedom, 2 to 3 questions of the moderate type. Science comics, 3 questions of the moderate type, and the monster Q view, 2 questions of the moderate type. So overall a difficult VARC section, because the excess reading or the hard reading puts you into an additional pressure game, and you have to, at the time of mock, take care of your score, take care of the pressure, take care of the new things, new words, new questions, and a lot more. So when such things happen, so obviously a difficult one. And how to tackle, if you are choosy, if you generally choose 3 out of 4 passages or 2 out of 4 passages or whatever, so what you can do is, in that case, you can first attempt this passage, then second would be this choice, third would be this one or this one depending on your taste. This is all about VARC, right? Now we will discuss about the DILR, and now we will discuss about the DILR. This is CDC 8 DILR. So the six question set, six question set, four question set, four question set. The four question set, the bar graph set, quite an easy set. There was nothing much to do, but could be the time taking for the ones who are slow at solving the equations or something. So, but obviously this would be the first choice. The second was the pendant set. If you got the gist of the set, there was nothing much involved. It could be done in the 5 minutes only. So, second choice must be this. Then there was a set which was related to the matrix, and you have to there was some teams and 20 balls to be picked from the each column. So this set could be done in 20 minutes max. And one additional learning from this set would be, if you go by the options and use some your extra mind in the options, you will find this set to be solved in a very easy manner. So whenever you have options in such a set, so six questions means there would be around 24 options, and 24 options means you could at least infer one or two statements, right, from the 24 options. So if you infer from that statements, that set would become pretty easy set. This set, I didn't solve this set, but uh, uh, as basis on the talks with other students, the students were saying that this was of the moderate type and could have been done in 14 minutes, 14 to 15. This is their view. So first, second, and third or fourth, depending on what clicked at the time of mock. So okay, not a very bad thing. When it comes to the CDC 9, CDC 8 QA, QA this time got on the difficulty level is raised, and obviously the difficulty level is raised to test you on different aspects. For example, the questions were distributed in a way that it becomes speed breaker for you, and when it becomes the speed breaker for you, the winner would be the ones which avoids the speed breaker and becomes the choosy in the paper. So before the paper, you don't know what type of QA could be there, what type of DLR could be there, what type of VRC could be there. But if you go, then difficult to moderate to again difficult as compared to the previous CDCs. So this was something, the graph of the set, graph of the mock. And now if I talk about the bare minimum marks, so 23 plus marks would be the bare minimum, at least you should target here. And here 27 plus marks would be the bare minimum, 27 plus marks would be the bare minimum, and here 30 plus marks would be the bare minimum in this mock. So if I add, I would get 80 plus marks to be the bare minimum where you should stand in the mock. So I know that percentiles and everything is released, and you people might be having different views from these as compared to this marks, but this marks is told on the basis of my experience, and by taking the view of the other respective series which have 10,000 plus students. This series, the data which CL calculates is hardly based on the 500 to 600 students. The reason behind this is that they are so eager to prepare the PPTs for the presentations or something, like they start preparing just after 1 to 2 slots, and generally the first second slots of the Saturday people don't prefer to take. People generally take Sunday slots, and even the slots which are in the evening or in the afternoon. So this is a general trend in the seen in the CAT aspirants. So my view here would be to completely lock the mock, just like SimCAT MCAT does. In the window period, nobody could be able to see the questions, nobody could able to see the answers. They just can give the mock, and after giving the mock, they can see the score. so that they don't remember what type of questions. How this would help? This would help for the aspirants who have not taken the mock, because people could not be able to share the actual questions. Also, analysis would be much better, because if you take 3 day window period and consider everything into analysis, and do the analysis on the Tuesday, by taking all the 9 slots into account, the analysis would be much better and give a clear picture. You cannot extrapolate 500 students data to the data of 10,000 students. And generally the 500 students which appear on the day 1 or on the slot 1 or slot 2 will be of the similar type, majority of the similar type of the similar test. So if you so what is the point of 3 day window period then? What is the point of 3 day window period if you are giving analysis just after 2 to 3 slot? Basis on those slot you are calculating the percentile. And as we are proceeding close to the cat, these people start uh, paying any heed to the prime cat mocks. No analysis, late solutions. Had it been the 22 May, had it been the 3rd May rather than the 3rd October, we could have said that we don't require prime cat solutions on time, we don't require CDC solutions on time, we don't require a great analysis, we don't require this and that. But we are very close to the cat, and you should have a clear picture. You should have a clear picture. Even if the picture looks fearful, looks very rosy, it doesn't matter, but you should have a true and clear picture. If you are if the CDC is getting attempted by 3 to 4,000 students, why you are not preparing the analysis from the 3 to 4,000 students only? Why you are taking the analysis of 500 students? That means the voice that means the attempt of these students doesn't matter at all. Cannot it happen, can't it happen that first 500 students average score in the DILR would be 40, and the rest 2500 got average of 25? So if you see the combined average, the combined average would be roughly this, that is 28 roughly. So close to 25, not to 40. But what you are doing, what the CL is doing, CL is just taking the data of this student and saying that these students will also score like this. It doesn't happen. If you compare yourself not with anyone else, compare yourself with yourself with yourself in two mocks, you would have different views, different scores, different sectionals, different confidence level. So if this can happen, this can also happen with any other people which is not even similar like you. So the authority needs to understand. I can only request through this video, if you are watching this video and you find it you find my views to be very helpful, you can share this in the CL groups to the CL masters and request them that we are very close to the cat, and we need the extra time, not even extra, we need a proper time analysis, we need a proper solution to be on time. And we are expecting it because we have paid for the content, we have paid for your services. I do understand that Jizo sir is not well, but what about the other facilities? And if some facilities, if some faculty is not well, then the other faculty must come at his or her place. It doesn't mean that if the English or the math, if the maths teacher is not well, if the maths teacher leaves the organization, or anything can happen, it doesn't mean that you will provide the solution at a delayed time, at a after a week, after 3 4 days. Nobody cares. We are struggling for the marks. We are not the teachers, we are not the businessmen. We pay for the content and we expect a good service. If you can't give good service for any XYZ reason, we have empathy for you, but we cannot compromise with our marks, we cannot compromise with the facility. If you can't give good service in the prime cat mock, or in the CDC mock. Why they are paying more attention to the CDC? Because there would be more violence. If they don't provide good service, there would be more negative reviews, and PrimeCat is just taken by 100 to 200 students because they are not doing proper analysis of it, and they know that if they don't give the solutions of the PrimeCat on time, there would be only 100 to 200 negative reviews as compared to the 3000 reviews here. But this is not fair. If you are having a mock, if even if only one student is attempting the mock, he should get proper analysis and the proper solution. So this is my main concern in this video. Even if I don't talk about the PrimeCat, the CDC don't have the proper solutions on time. Why they open the window in between? For example, they open the window on Sunday, and now if they argue that Sunday is the last day according to them and they are giving additional day, if the Sunday is the last day, then at only that day all solutions should come. By now there is no LRD solutions of the CDC 8, and this is Monday, and after 2 to 3 days people start forgetting the mindset they had in the CDC 8, because they have other mocks. See, for example, I am giving SimCat 10 right now and AIMCAT 2307 in 2 to 3 days. So I have to tackle other mocks also, and other issues are that videos are buffering. I just completed watching Jijo sir all videos for the CDC 8, videos of the 2 to 3 hours, but I took 4 to 5 hours just because the videos are buffering a lot. And all these results, if they have technical issues, if their website is not good, if they're buffering, faculty is not there. CL is a organization. They want to earn a good profit and provide a good service. Now the good service is something which they should provide, but they are not providing, but they are having good profit because they have already taken people's money, and now they should be alarmed about this. But they are ignoring people's messages in the group. They are ignoring everything, and it had been 2 months since the people are demanding such minuscule issues कि थोड़ा टेक टीम सही कर दो, वेब सही कर दो, बफरिंग सही कर दो. बट नो, अगर एक फैकल्टी की कोई हेल्थ इश्यूज आ भी गया, देन वाई यू आर फोर्सिंग कि उसी फैकल्टी से तुम्हें सोल्यूशन बनाना है, चाहे 4 दिन लेट हो जाए, चाहे 5 दिन लेट हो जाए. दिस इज़ अ वेरी बिग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. 1000-1200 एम्प्लॉयज़ होंगे आराम से. VRC का कोई टीचर और देख लो, एटलीस्ट गिव द सॉल्यूशंस ऑन टाइम. अभी तक LRDI के सॉल्यूशंस नहीं आए, है ना. We don't know anyone personally. We expect CL is the sole proprietorship, right? CL is the different entity. So CL represents that we paid to the CL, and CL is giving us all facilities. So if the facility is not given, as a students we are just requesting. We know that we can't do anything because we have other responsibilities. We have job. We are in college. We are having some pressure to perform very well in the mocks, to perform very well in the CATs. Syllabus is not complete yet, and there are many other issues. But amidst all of this, we are just requesting, holding our hands in front of you, that please, if it is possible, please provide a solution. If it is not possible, then don't put the students in the middle of the road. Just be clear and say that we can't do anything, you have to suffer like this. So the main result would be, we would be very happy because we would not be expecting anything from you. We would not be messaging again and again to resolve the issue. I have messaged a lot of time, and nobody is replying to that message. Nobody is replying. They are reading all the messages, but they are not replying to some messages regarding the tech issues and everything. And even if you in the middle of the mock, you have to message on the Telegram, you have to mail them, and the mail would revert back to you in 7 to 8 hours. Message would revert back to you in 3 to 4 hours. So what's the point of giving the mock and not having the DLR section, VRC, then just QA? So these are some issues we all are facing. If every one of you tag the faculty in the main group and request them politely, it might happen that through this video there can be a change. नहीं तो टाटा बाय बाय, गुड लक, हैप्पी लर्निंग. And if this keeps happening, then don't take the score and the percentile very seriously. Just take the learning. The quality is good in the mocks. The mocks are of very very good and high quality and according to the cat level. But yeah, analysis and the percentile mark is not up to the point. So thank you. And